How do you get rid of goat head stickers? And this is Alicia from San Angelo, Texas. She says they're everywhere and her schnauzer brings them into the house. So can we help her out, Celeste?
Yeah, I think that we can help her out. So these little goat head stickers are from a plant called Puncturevine. But the stickers are very distinctive. So
Yes,
they look like a little goat's head, right, with the horns. And it makes sense that they're getting stuck on her little sweet schnauzer's hairy legs, right, every time they go outdoors. So there are some things that she can do. Our primary objective would be to lower the amount of seeds that this plant is making, adding to that weed seed bank in the soil, right? It is naturally a lower growing plant, but if we can keep that mode to prevent flowers from maturing into, the pods that form the seeds, then that would be a good strategy. Not only, for the long term, making sure we're not adding more seeds to that weed bank, but preventing development of stickers for that season. So that would be one kind of mechanical strategy. The other would be for the plants that are existing, already germinated, growing. We could look at a selective broadleaf herbicide that we could spray in that lawn area that would not affect the grass, but would target those broadleaf weeds. So we've got lots of options out there, but I would suggest a multi-ingredient product that will likely contain 2,4-D and dicamba as two of the primary ingredients, and most of those mixes now have 3 and 4 active ingredients to kind of expand the range of plants that they will control, to make it a broader spectrum. So, but I think that would help her. So those would be some options for control of the plants that are there right now.
Post-emergent. Make sure you read and follow the label on that.
Yeah, I'd say some pre-emergent could be effective too, because the weed seeds, those, the what are they? The stickers are the seeds, and they'll last for 4 to 5 years in the soil. So just,
if not longer.
So just winning 1 year is not going to keep them from coming back the next year. But pre-emergents are useful. You can use pendimethalin, trifluralin, or gallery. Put that down before the seeds sprout in the spring, and that stops them from growing. And so that could be very effective, especially if you have a lot right now. That'll help next year to really cut down on what you see.
Right.
And after you do that, they do have a little yellow flower, so you can just look out at your yard and just kind of scout once in a while. And if you have little yellow flowers, just go pick them. And hopefully you get down, the pre-emergent will reduce the number of plants you have to the point where that's practical.
Right. And you and me, right? I'm all about cultural practices.
Yes.
Thick stand of grass.
There you go.
Dense stand of grass.
Improve the health of that grass.
You got to improve the grass, right? Because it'll crowd out, that weed for you, the Puncturevine.